Good morning. It's Melissa here at the park. Gonna do your Sacred Path spread. We're gonna do the mountain part. I'm sorry, the Sacred Mountain spread from the Sacred Path cards today to start our positive focus for the morning. I'm here at the park sitting on this bench. Um, it's a lovely bench. The grass is a little wet this morning, so I decided to do it up here. Hope all of you are having a good day and deciding to focus on something positive during this difficult time in history. Um, I know I am. Being out in nature is helping me stay grounded and focused on the Sacred Path and the Great Red Road. Um, and I'm with one of my friends, a spirit brother that is respectful to me. So that's how I know that I'm okay. And if I'm okay today, I'm okay. And I feel pretty damn good. So today we're going to do the Sacred Mountain Spread. And the Sacred Mountain Spread is the place of inner knowing and proper perspective. The sacred mountain of our ancestors is not a physical place. It is a place of balance that exists within the sacred path of each individual. To reach this place of wisdom and enlightenment, balanced with faith, trust, innocence, and courage, you must climb the mountains and hills of your own limitations and conquer the fears that keep you from knowing. When the challenges are so many and the path is crooked, you may feel confused or temporarily lost. In such times, the Sacred Mountain Spread is the tool that will aid in seeing the truth from the perspective of the eagle. In freedom and from above, the overall significance is clearly put into perspective. This spread is what I call a working spread, because you must climb to the top using your own courage and strength rather than being carried by someone else. If the going is getting tough and you're willing to confront the limitation you have set in your own path, this is the spread to use. The first 4 cards represents the areas of creativity open to you where you have set limitation or denial. The Sacred Mountain card is the reward at the end of the climb or the gift you will attain by completing the journey. So this is what the spread looks like. I'm going to go ahead and shuffle these cards and we will begin. Truck driving by. We're the only ones camping here at this park, and we do get a few visitors driving by every once in a while. I don't know if they're just people that are curious and driving by and checking on us, or not sure. It's definitely a quiet, peaceful place. I sure love it. I know it's helping me heal, and I think it's helping my friend as well. He had an accident and has had several brain injuries, so this has been a good, peaceful place for both of us to heal. A lot of times we go through grieving in our lives where we're grieving the person we used to be or the people that used to be in our lives that are no longer there physically, and sometimes they're just there physically but not emotionally, spiritually, or mentally. So staying in nature helps me stay grounded and get back to getting centered within my heart and stay close to the earth mother where I find peace. So it works for me. We got some birds just singing along today. They're happy. They want to be in the video too. So I hope all of you are having a beautiful day. It sure has started out to be a wonderful morning. The sun's shining, there's a nice breeze, and I've had my coffee and breakfast, so I slept good last night, so that's a blessing. So the first card appears in the east and signifies the lesson needed to remove any present limitation. This is the place of the golden door that leads to all other levels of awareness. No matter what card appears in this position, you are being asked to look at what you feel you cannot achieve in the card's lesson. Hence, your limitation is made clear. So lesson needed to remove present limitation. So this is a 5-card spread, so I'm going to go ahead and draw 5 cards. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got my little owl here sitting next to me. So the first card is Medicine Bowl, Healing. I've been drawing that one a lot. So this is the lesson needed to remove present limitation. And I am a healer, and I feel that with God or Great Mysteries' help, I am healing myself. And I have helped others heal as well. I'm an emotional empath, an intuitive healer, healthcare professional. I've always been. I just don't normally have never talked about it. The gifts that I had, I didn't get paid for. I just did them intuitively because it was a gift. I didn't realize what a gift it was. Medicine bowl of healing cures, of visions, dreams, and what endures. Beyond the void of time and space, you bring the healing of every race. For seers and healers, the water you hold brings ancient wisdom now retold. For seekers and for those in need, your healing unguent brings reprieve. The medicine bowl, almost all medicine bowls are carved from wood or made from a shell of a turtle. A few are made from basalt, fired clay, or lava rock, but that is rare. A medicine bowl can be used in the healing arts for grinding herbs or mixing cures. Medicine women also use the medicine bowl for first bathing of newborns. Seers use a medicine bowl in much different way. Often the bottom of the seer's bowl is blackened with charcoal and rubbed with beeswax until no color remains from the wood. The seer uses the blackened bowl, and they will fill it with the bowl of water and use the reflection of firelight to create an image of the void where the future lives. In doing so, the seer is able to see the destiny of a tribe. The black lodges of women are known for their seers. The women seers of any tribe are highly valued for their clarity and focus. The seer may smoke a person, dream a person, or use the medicine bowl to go into the void on the person's behalf. To smoke a person, the pipe may be used to see beyond the reality of the apparent illusion. In this instant, the smoke from tobacco mixed with red willow bark, sweet clover, osha root, and mullein leaves may allow the seer to travel with the smoke to another dimension and see what is needed. The use of the blackened medicine bowl sometimes requires an assistance of a seer's sisters of the Black Lodge, depending upon the reason for the use of the bowl. In the Kiowa tradition, the women would fast that day and then have a special purification lodge ceremony for the success of the seer and the healing of that person needing assistance. Then the woman would enter the Black Lodge, sit around the edge of the lodge, and hold a circle of protection and energy for the seer while she sought the wisdom of the void. This is accomplished in the silent vigil, with only the flute or drum beat being used to lead the seer out into the void and safely home to the lodge. Afterwards, the seer was bathed by her sisters and massaged to assist the circulation returning to her body. Then the seer was bundled in blankets and left alone until she was ready to share her vision. The final requirements of a true medicine person is the teaching of all aspects of the wisdom and knowledge to others. It is fairly obvious that such understanding would cover many years and would grow with time. The expertise of a medicine person must be shared for the medicine to live and assist future generations. If you chose the medicine bowl card today, healing is on the horizon. This can be spiritual, mental, emotional, or physical. Pay attention to the events in your life and acknowledge with gratitude the healings that manifest themselves. The steps towards wholeness are often marked with small healing releases and can often be overlooked. Become aware of the shifts in attitude or a new sense of well-being, and you will understand the healing as it manifests. In this way, you are assisting your future beyond the void to heal you in the present. In all cases, the medicine bowl speaks of good medicine. It is being offered. Your present task is to find it and use it to heal the self and assist others. And that's what I'm doing. So that's a wonderful first card. And that's the lesson needed to remove present limitation. We are all able to heal ourselves if we stay intuitive and listen to our hearts. I always say the heart brain and the gut brain tell the truth every time. This damn thing will kill you. So anyway, that's my truth anyway for me. I think too much, too hard sometimes, and I gotta shut this thing down. And I use meditation. So that is our first card. The second card I drew, and the second card is the South card. Lesson needed to restore trust. And this is a beautiful card, and that is the truth. South card, South shield, 9. Innocence, inner child, healing that inner child, the one that was broken within me due to trusting people that were untrustworthy, and then having to know that I had to rely on great mystery God, whatever you want to call it, and to restore my faith and trust in myself, and know that if I am trustworthy, I don't have to worry about everyone else being trustworthy, because I am able to be the person that trusts, and if they break my trust, then I let them know, that I know. And all I can do is walk my walk, and whether what I was doing was what people would consider good, bad, or indifferent, my medicine walk has been my medicine walk, and that's the truth. I'm learning just like all of you. So 9, South Shield. The second card appears in the South and represents the lesson needed to restore your trust. The South card is also where you limit the faith you once had as a child, where you need to handle your ego, or where you need to heal the hurt of being betrayed after you trusted. The second card may also reveal if you have become a whining childlike victim instead of the courageous child that saw the world as an adventure. Red earth, South shield, child filled with wonder, teach me to yield. Laughter is your giveaway in innocence and joy, tricking me into the place of little girls and boys. The South shield is the shield of the child within, as well as the place where physical life begins. Red, the color of faith, is the color of the South on the medicine wheel, or sacred hoop. From south to north, the good red road of the earth leads us to the experiences that give us understanding of living in harmony. In the western tribes, the coyote or mouse sits in the south, and in the eastern tribes, the porcupine is the creature being that holds energy of the child. In our day-to-day lives, the adult self often forgets to allow the wonder of life's beauty to enter the heart space, and sarcasm takes over. It is during these times that the ego begins to fear the loss of self-esteem and wrecks the best laid plans for using creativity in a positive way. Fears can destroy the sparkling synchronicity of our internal timing and lay waste to the perfection of our beautiful uniqueness. Great Mystery created all people in their own sacred spaces, with their own gifts, talents, and abilities. The child of the South Shield knows this, and is more than willing to allow others to share in the co-creation, using all talents to better the whole. It was during a time when I had become too serious that I was given the teaching of the South Shield. Through knowing the child within, you will restore faith in life and capture the wonder of being alive. I thanked my 3 teachers of the South Shield and offered tobacco to the 4 directions, Mother Earth, Father Sky, and it was a good day to be alive, a good day to laugh, and a good day to begin again. The South Shield card marks a time of returning to the childlike parts of self that need no support from the ego. Look at how you can humble Be humble in the present situation. Balance work with play and sacredness with irreverence. In other words, you'll need to lighten up and drop the uptight parts of self before you can continue. This may be a time to get some physical exercise to loosen up tight muscles or to laugh to loosen up your sophisticated garbage. Stop holding on so tight and remember how to trust. How can you trust anything or anyone when the image in the mirror is not really you? In all cases, the South Shield card insists that the child within is trying to teach you something about how to handle the situation. Listening and trusting the little tyke might restore some of the lost magic of your life. Remember, playfulness heals a world of woes. The more serious you take the game, the less chance any of us have of winning. So that's a wonderful card. And that is the lesson needed to restore trust. So the third card, lesson needed to find personal truths. I drew 40, Great Smoking Mirror, Reflections. The third card appears in the West and points out the lesson needed to find personal truth. This West card may also imply that there is a limitation you have put on yourself regarding your ability to know what is right for you. So this is a lesson needed to find personal truth. Great Smoking Mirror. Through the smoke I see looking back another reflection of me. Mirror of my inner self. Who are you if I am me? Mirror of my outer self. What do others see? Is it the truth in my heart or human vanity? Great Smoking Mirror is a widely used teaching of the Mayans and is sometimes taught by the Cheyenne and Pawnee. The Mayans say, I am another one of yourself. In this manner, the Mayans stress that every life form reflects every other life form and that all originate from the same original source. The smoking mirror's concept of unity can eliminate all types of grandiose elitist ideas that evolved in the fourth world of separation. If every two-legged would see all other humans as unique expressions of oneself, we would have no basis for quarreling or war. Excuse me. The Great Smoking Mirror speaks of the reflections of self that are seen in others. Great Smoking Mirror allows the smokescreen of personal illusion to be pierced when the mirror, which is just beyond the smoke, is caught by a shaft of illuminating light or realization. In that moment, those who are willing to look at themselves see the illusion of their personal myth. The part of self that insists upon being the only one is shattered by the realization that every life form holds an equal part of the solution of wholeness. Our criticism of other people holds no weight in the true light of the self-reflection. We may have our opinions regarding others who continue to live with their own inner division, but these opinions serve only as reminders of why we should strive for personal wholeness based in ideas of equality. The Great Smoking Mirror reflects the lesson of leaving the myth behind. You are what you decide you are. Remove the smokescreen that hides your natural talents or worth and stand tall. Recognize the areas to be developed further and begin that process. Stop cowering before your potential and live your truth. There are millions of role models to choose from. On another level, you're being asked to be a good reflection for others. Encourage others to be bold through walking your talk. The reflections you see in others may not make you happy if you are doubting yourself and your right to be. Jealousy on any level only inhibits growth and wastes energy. Shatter the mirrors that insist on self-importance, gloom, or failure, so you can get down to what's really important. On all levels, the Great Smoking Mirror asks you to accept light and shadow as equal. The reflections of we dislike can be worthy opponents who teach us to grow in our own potential. Even our shadow sides serve us by leading us through trial and error to true image of self. Okay, so the fourth card is the North card and represents the lesson that will assist you in acknowledging your personal talents or gifts. If you're taking your gifts and talents and abilities and material possessions for granted, you may be limiting the future gifts from the field of plenty because you shun the beauty of the ones you have. The fourth card is the lesson needed to acknowledge